Who knows who Brian Scalabrine is? Some people referred to him as the White Mamba. Some people referred to him as the Red Mamba. He has played over in the NBA for many years and retired in 2011 and 2012. Some people think he's good and decent, but a lot of people think he is really bad. In 2011, when 2K, the famous basketball game, 2K11 came out with his rating, which was a 40 overall, which was the lowest the game have ever seen. So apparently, Brian Scalabrine is not that good. Well, I'm not here to talk about Brian Scalabrine. I'm here to talk about the greatest basketball player of all time. Some of you may be thinking, wow, he's going to talk about Michael Jordan or LeBron James or Shaquille O'Neal or even Magic Johnson. But you guys didn't even mention Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant, in my opinion, is the best basketball player of all time. And in order for me to convince you or just try to convince you, I need you to have an open mind and just hear me out. You may ask, wow, Shane, how do you know you're so young? You're only 21 years old. Well, I have 21 years of experience of watching Kobe Bryant and watching his highlights versus Jordan, watching him play in person, hearing him talk and speak and seeing his actions and just seeing the interviews from other players who described him during games and whatnot. You may ask, what does it mean to be the greatest basketball player of all time? Well, I'm talking about how many championships they won, how many times they went to the finals, how many times they won the finals, what kind of teams they led to the finals, what their legacy was on and off the court, all that good stuff. We're going to talk about it. Kobe Bryant, like I said, I think he's one of the best basketball players of all time. He is the fourth all-time leading scorer now that LeBron has passed him. He during when he was playing, he passed Michael Jordan for third in the all-time leading scoring list, only behind Karl Malone and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He would have gotten to be the first, but he had a lot of injuries and lost a lot of court time, so that wasn't too great. He has 2 Hall of Fame careers, one in his famous number 8 jersey, which we call the Froby era, and one in the number 24 jersey, which is the Black Mamba era. And what's even great about that is that he gave himself that nickname, and he embraced it, and everyone embraced it. In my opinion, I believe Kobe Bryant has led worse teams to the finals than LeBron and Michael Jordan. He had Kwame Brown and Smush Parker. I bet you don't even know who those people are, and that's the point. You've heard of Scottie Pippen and Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, but you've never heard of Kwame Brown or Smush Parker. Let's talk about Kobe's off-court legacy. He had a really bad headline where he had an alleged sexual assault case, which really hurt his legacy. A lot of people don't like him for that reason, but Michael Jordan had a lot of gambling issues and was even supposedly suspended from the NBA for gambling, which is theorized that's why he went to baseball. But Kobe also made up for it after he retired. He became a great influence to everyone. He had his own league, his own academy, I should say, the Mamba Academy, where he trained NBA players and young kids to be better at basketball. He was a mentor to people like Jason Tatum, Ben Simmons, Kyle Kuzma, and Kawhi Leonard, to name a few. Even to Giannis Antetokounmpo and Jokic. LeBron, he's not a great leader. He is. I mean, what is he? He is the third all-time leading scorer. He does have 4 championships, but Kobe is 5. Michael Jordan has 6. I mean, if we're going by championships alone, LeBron is out of the question. Kobe Bryant is great. Shaq had an interview during halftime show where he was talking about Kobe Bryant with Charles Barkley, and he was saying how Kobe Bryant needs to be in the conversation with Michael Jordan and LeBron James, that a lot of people don't really give him the credit he deserves. Bleacher Report also has a great article about why Kobe Bryant is the greatest basketball player of all time. They talk about a lot of his accolades and how he has won 5 championships, how he won 3 with Shaquille O'Neal as the second best player on the team, but was averaging the same, if not better, shooting splits as Shaquille O'Neal, and was a great leader on that three-peat team. The article also talks about how he received his MVP and should have won at least 2 others that Steve Nash stole from him. And it talks about how he was a 2 times Finals MVP in his finals where he played the Orlando Magic and the Celtics and led them to those championships. Now, if you don't believe me, that's fine. But I just need you to go and watch some film, watch Kobe highlights, and watch those interviews because they are great. You can look them up on YouTube, you can read them on Bleacher Report and on Clutch Sports. Thank you.